What's up, guys? Tactical Swede here once again. Thanks for watching. So, stuck in the house in yet another late season nor'easter. Snowing pretty good outside. So I figured I'd make a video. And times being what they are, I figured I would continue my series called Second Amendment Myths. Basically, if you haven't seen the original video I did on this, I'll put a link up there. But basically what I do is I take arguments that people use to say that the Second Amendment doesn't apply to ordinary citizens like myself, like you, or doesn't apply to the modern weapons we have nowadays. So I'll take their arguments and basically bring facts to dispute that. So this one, the subject is something that I've actually been hearing a lot of lately. I hear this popping up all over the place. And I'm going to call it the militia argument. So first of all, let's go back to the Second Amendment. A well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Black and white. Now, people like to point to that first part of the statement there, a well-regulated militia. And they try to say that the definition of the militia, the intent of this was for the National Guard to have weapons, not for everyday ordinary people. Even though later on it says the right of the people, but they conveniently forget that part because it doesn't suit their agenda. So they point to that militia statement and they say, see, the militia, the National Guard should have weapons, not everybody else. Now, I like to flip the script here a little bit on these guys. Most times when you hear these anti-Second Amendment arguments, you're going to hear a phrase that starts something like this. Well, when the Second Amendment was written, blah, 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 blah. And they'll start going off about how times have changed and the intent when they wrote it is different from what we have now because things have changed and modern technology has changed and all this, whatever garbage they want us to put out there. So what I'm going to do is flip the script and I'm going to use that same phrase against them. And I'm going to say, when the Second Amendment was written, the definition of the militia was everyday ordinary people. It was all able-bodied males aged 18 to 45. Point blank. That was it. The first instance of the militia in a law was the Militia Act of 1792. And it basically said that all able-bodied males 18 to 45 were automatically enrolled in the militia. And within 6 months, they had to provide themselves with a weapon. So it wasn't, the National Guard. It wasn't, a state military organization that was providing them with training and weapons. It was ordinary, everyday people. It wasn't until the Militia Act of 1903 that the term National Guard even made it into any kind of association with the militia. Basically, that act broke the militia into two separate categories. You had organized militia, which was the National Guard. And then you had unorganized militia, which fell back to the original definition of all able-bodied males, 18 to 45. So, again, when it was written, the definition of militia was everyday ordinary people. And then, let's go back to that second part of the phrase, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. It doesn't get more black and white than that. So yeah, people will try and twist those words and change the definition or the meaning to suit their beliefs or their agenda. But at the end of the day, bottom line, it says what it says, and it means what it means. It is the Constitution of the United States. It's the law of the land. That's all I got today, guys. I've got some more of these in mind that we'll probably do here in the future. It is if my channel still exists with YouTube doing their thing with gun channels again. So another subject, another day. If you like what I'm doing, as always, give me that thumbs up. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Stay up to date with any new videos we got coming out. We will catch you next time. Till then, live life and have fun out there.